Namaste, welcome everyone. My name is Kassandra and I'm going to take you through a simple, short 10-minute morning yoga stretch. Let's begin in tabletop pose. You don't need any props for this practice. Starting on hands and knees, align your palms underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. Spread your fingertips wide and we'll merge cat and cow with Balasana, child's pose. So as you inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze, curl your tailbone up. And as you exhale, you're going to round your spine, chin to chest, and start to push and press your hips towards your heels. As you inhale, lift back up, drop your belly, lift your gaze. Exhale, round, and start to push back. And just keep doing this a few more times, trying to match the movement with the flow of your breath. We're trying to get into our upper back, mid back, low back. Noticing where there might be tightness or tension this morning. And breathing in and out through your nose. And take one more. The next time you find yourself in Balasana, child's pose, we're going to hold here. You might want to widen your knees if you'd like to stretch a little bit more through your inner thighs and inner groin. And let's walk our hands over towards the left side of your mat. Reach and crawl the right arm further out so you get a nice side body stretch from your right shoulder down into your hip. And take 5 breaths right here. And with these morning yoga practices, we have an opportunity to set the tone for our day. And I always encourage you to choose one word that focuses on what it is you want for your day. A one-word intention. Take one more full deep breath. And we'll go into the side bend on the other side, so you can just lift your chest a little bit, walk your hands over towards the right side of your mat, crawl the left fingertips further forward and fold on down. Keep pushing into your left hip, down towards your heel. And breathing in and out through your nose, sending this breath all the way down into your belly. One more big breath here. And let's bring our hands back through to center. Lift back up onto hands and knees. So you might need to bring your knees back in a little bit here. And we're just going to step our right leg back, push into your heel. Get a nice stretch down the calf into your ankle. And switching sides, left foot reaches and stretches back. And release. We'll come into our downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. You can walk your hands a couple inches past your shoulders, tuck your toes under, and go ahead and lift your hips up and back. And you can paddle out the feet here, which just means you're bending one leg and straightening the other one. Think of lengthening through your arms even more, pressing your chest towards your thighs. And we'll take a cleansing breath here. So inhaling through the nose and a big exhale out your mouth. Letting it go. What is the one word that captures how you want to feel today? Start to walk your feet forward to the top of the mat for your ragdoll fold. Your feet can be very wide here. Don't worry about having your legs straight. And you might hold onto your elbows or your upper arms, adding a gentle sway side to side. Starting to stretch at the back of our legs, but also finding lots of length through your spine. Let your head be super heavy here. One more cleansing breath in this forward fold, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Release your hands to the floor, bend your knees, push your heels into the mat to roll up. Take your time. Coming all the way up, roll your shoulders down and away from your ears. Let's step our feet and our legs open out wide. Bring your feet parallel to the shorter edges of your mat. You're going to interlace your fingers behind your lower back. Think of rolling your shoulders back, squeezing your shoulder blades together, and then straighten your arms. So you're lifting your knuckles off of your tailbone. And from here, we can fold forward, hinging at the hips, reaching your knuckles up and over. If this arm variation does not work for your shoulders, please just let your hands rest on the floor. Do whatever feels the best to you right here. No tension in your neck. And just let your hands come down to the floor. You can lift your chest up about halfway. Turn your heels in, toes out, so your feet are pointing towards the top corners of your mat. Bend into your right knee. Keep that left leg straight. And you might just stay up here, or you find your full Skandasana pose, lifting the left toes off the floor and sitting down towards your right heel. Take one more inhale. We'll go to the other side. Bend your left knee this time, maybe staying up nice and high or coming down a little bit lower. Come back through to center. We're going to add on here. So bend into that right knee and see if you can let your hips come all the way down to the floor. Bring your right foot towards your inner groin. So left leg is nice and straight. Into a side bend, reach your right arm up and over. Big side body stretch here. Think of rolling your right shoulder back. Inhale, come back up. You're going to bring your right hand back behind you. Left arm reaches up and over. Little baby wild thing. And your hips come down. Janushirshasana, head to knee pose. Face over towards your left leg and fold on down. Especially in the morning, our legs and spine, everything tends to be very tight and tense. So try not to push too far in this pose. One more inhale here. And walk your hands back up. Now we need to find our way to the other side. So bring your right foot flat to the floor. You're going to press and lift up, switching over, bending into your left knee, and then setting your hips down to the mat. Bring your left foot towards the inside of your right thigh. Side bend first. Left arm stretches up and over. Roll your left shoulder back. Lengthen out. Baby wild thing, left hand down, push into the floor, big counter stretch. Into our forward fold, face over towards your right leg and relax on down. Let gravity pull you into the pose. One more breath. And you can push your hands into the mat. Start to lift back up. Instead of lifting all the way to stand, we're just going to cross at the ankles. Come back into your tabletop pose on hands and knees. You're going to keep your hips directly over your thighs and over your knees. Puppy pose. Walk your hands forward and melt your heart and your forehead down towards the floor. When you breathe here, see if you can feel your rib cage expand front to back and side to side. focusing on your one word intention. Walk your hands back in, and you can just come to take a seat, maybe sitting on your heels if this is comfortable, or sitting cross-legged and just turning to face you. Lengthen out of your lower back. Feel the expansion through the sides of your waist. Shrug your shoulders down and away from your ears. And let's bring our hands together at the front of the heart as a way to close our time together. Really anchor in your one word intention, setting the tone for the day ahead. And we'll close by chanting Om one time. Inhale to chant, big breath in. Om. Bowing forward, namaste. Thank you so much for doing this 10-minute morning yoga stretch with me. I would love to know what word you've chosen as your intention. Please leave me a comment down below to let me know. And if you would like to stay a little longer on your mat, I would recommend following this up with this meditation right here. Please subscribe, and hopefully I'll practice again with you tomorrow morning. Namaste.